this is chapter 8, the leak in the bucket. Okay, it might sound like, why is this guy talking about a leak in the bucket? Okay, but you know, by now you probably got the idea that I like analogies. Okay, and the reason I think I like analogies is because I'm a visual guy. So I have to picture something in my mind, and that makes it easier for me to understand. Okay, this concept came from training with Sensei Saulo Ribeiro in a private section there, and we talk about techniques, and then we mentioned it was okay, if you have a bunch of leaks in your roof, on your roof, and you know, on each one you're gonna put the bucket underneath first. You know, and the answer obviously is the biggest leak. Okay, so why I use that as a principle? Because a lot of times we don't think about what is the biggest leak or the technique. Okay, so what do I mean by biggest leak? So every technique has many leaks, which can be a grip, can be a foot on the hip, can be a hook somewhere. Okay, you want to call leaks things that he can do against me that are gonna, you know, force me to react. Okay, and also you're gonna be, you know, if I don't do anything about it, you're gonna put me in a bad position. I'm gonna give you an example. So you're gonna do the classic open guard here. So the guy gonna put a foot in the hip. So here is a good example of this situation. 1 leak, 2 leaks, 3, 4. Okay? So there are 4 things that are bugging me right now. Okay? And so if I understand this principle, which one I have to take care first? Okay? I have to figure out which one is the one that really is bugging me the most, and get rid of that first. If you don't understand it, you don't even think about it, sometimes you're going to be fighting for the collar, sometimes you're going to be trying over here, okay? But the problem sometimes is not there. So I have to find out the problem, okay? One good way to find out the problem is, you know, if you don't know, okay, is figure it out by yourself actually. You can get a partner too and say, look, let it go here, so you let it go there. So okay, I move here, but still, look, I'm still trapped. He put it back, let it go the collar. Okay, I'm still trapped. Okay, now put the collar back, put this arm here. I'm still trapped. So what is the biggest leak here? Put everything else and take this one out. Now I'm in. Okay, so in this position is a good example, because if I battle here, or battle this leg here, and try to get rid of those, I'm not addressing the biggest leak. But if I address the biggest leak first, then afterwards, everything else is going to be a little bit easier. Okay? And every position has a bigger leak and a small leak, which are the level of the importance of the parts of his body that he's using against me. Okay, so here, if I want to get rid of this one, so you know, a good way would be like knee aside and put it to the side. Okay, so that's going to be a good example of it. So in the classic guard, okay, where is going to be the biggest leak here? So we talk about biggest leak. So a good way to find out about the biggest leak, which part of the body is the biggest leak, is by, you know, telling your partner to start taking parts off, you know, and see how that's gonna reflect on your position. Okay, so if you let it go here, see, I'm still like trapped. All right, it didn't change much my position. Okay, of course I can do other things. I have a free hand, but it's not good enough. Bring it back, let it go the collar. I'm still trapped. It's still pulling my arm. I still have the foot. It's still here. Okay, not good enough. So those are small leaks. Took this foot out. It's okay, now I can move here, but this foot here is not letting me get closer. So it was a bigger leak than those two, but not good enough. Okay? Now, if you ask your partner to take this one out, see, now I can get closer. Okay, easy for me to pass. Okay, so this is a good way to find out what is the biggest leak in this position here. Okay, so a good example how to get rid of this one. So once you figure it out, what's the first thing you have to do? Put the bucket, which is get rid of the biggest leak. Okay, that's what I call the analogy, to put the bucket there. So how I'm gonna get rid of here, you know, knee inside, elbows inside, and use my body to get rid of that. Now, perfect. That leak is no longer there. What's my next step now? Put the bucket under the second leak. Which one's the most important here? This is, I think this one. So now, oh, this one. Now there's no leak in here, there's small ones, and I keep on going. Okay? So, this analogy, I hope it helps you to understand more about the techniques, okay? And my advice to you is try to break down every technique that you know in leaks. And say, okay, here's the most important one. Address this one first. How to escape here? What's more important? And you can break down using a partner or your instructor or even thinking about it. And once you figure that out, that's the order you're going to defend from each position. And on the other side, it's important for the guy that's attacking to know what's the most important part of the attack. Like what's the biggest leverage he's got. Okay, so the leak is related to leverage. All right, so I hope you guys use that from now on and think about it and take advantage of this principle.